the will of God. Now he was also talking about some people in the script in the Bible that marry 4 or 5 wives, even though we know critically that even though some of them were not where we of God. For the fact that this person in particular, Father Abraham and Jacob, that even married as many as possible wives that were not going to marry God. What was the issue in marriage?
Repeat it, sir.
Apart from the fact that they had the will of God and they by their own will, not the will of God, they married another kind of people.
By their own will.
Even at that,
Honorable Peter,
do you record any case of divorce in this kind of people?
So what?
Because he understood the will of God.
You are saying we pay. Apart from we there was the will of God. So
some people used to do
Thank you, that's my point.
So we can have our will.
We can have our will.
We can join our will together with God's will. So
that's not what we are saying.
I want to respond to that.
Please, Honorable Deputy Speaker, I respect you and I honor you. And I appreciate you for giving me this kind of opportunity. But let me ask my honorables on the other side of the debate.
Okay.
Please, which of the will are we supposed to agree with? Is it will 1 or will 2 or will 3? Because I'm already getting confused with maybe I should go and marry William. But then that's not my because somebody like Brother Boaz now, when he wanted to marry, I think he discovered that he did not have will. So he was waiting. So somebody whose husband died somewhere in another city decided that one will has gone, no, let me go and rewrite the will. So according to the will,
Yeah, I'm back. It is for today. All these honorables. So, is it actually the will of God? Does God really speak to people? How do people hear God? Look at the issues that has been raised in the house already. Things like pastors that we can call the oracle of God getting divorced. What happened? Is the will corrupted? Was it not the will of God from the beginning? So this generation of young people are so confused. So confused. Let me read what people online are saying. If you're online or still listening to me, I want to start reading your comments because the honorables have gone on recess. And let's hit it good. I have a lot of you online and I want to start reading from Bible. Fibobola. Fibobola said, if your will is not according to God's will. That's left my screen. If your will is not according to God's will. She said something very, very jamming there. Let's look at what people are saying online, because today I want to be sure that we are taking what people are saying online. And let me read your charts. I know we lost network the other time. Victor Ajayi is asking, do we have will 1, will 2, and will 3? If your will is not according to God's will, it will become what? Oscar said, God's will. Madam Titula Kemi King says, will of God is still the best. Now, as the honorables will be returning, I want to ask a question. How do we know the will of God? How do we hear the will will of God. After that one, I will ask another question. If it is the will of God, is it void of challenges? If it is the will of God, is it void of challenges? This is heavy. Madam Titilayo Kemi King says, the will of God needs the will of man to cooperate with it to have a blissful marriage. Listeners at home, this generational youth are beginning to think that there is nothing called the will of God because of what they've seen those that claim to have the will of God turn to. Oscar is also asking, how do I know the will of God? This question is germinating a lot of thought in my mind. And I think this had to lead to a series that we need to teach. But I still want the honorables to come back from their recess and let's ask them. Honorable Tolu told us that in America, in a week, they have over 6,000 marriages. Did they all go to hear God before they come back? Honorable Peter told us the will of God settles what you cannot settle. Okay. Can we have the honorables come back and we do a final justice to this? My people, I will say that it's true that God institutionalized marriage. And he gave Adam Eve. He gave Adam Eve. Adam did not ask. Adam did not even know. It was God that said, what is my role in understanding the will of God in marriage? Then, if I call him or her the will of God, do I still have responsibilities? God has not created a world where He is not needed. And God has not made man that are dummies and don't have responsibility to take in whatever they want to do. God will never impose any girl on any man. And God will never impose any man on any girl. Adam immediately blamed God, and God does not want to be blamed again. Adam immediately blamed God. It is the woman you gave me. Honorables, welcome back from your recess.
Thank you, sir.
It was your online recess. Welcome back.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Bible speakers, I was saying something the other time, sir, that we understand from what we can see and what we can hear. We can hear your very fine voice. We can see your very beautiful and fresh face. We know that this is not just about the weather of the UK. It is because somebody is doing something.
Satisfaction,
will of God. That they call the effect. So the effect is not real. It is because there is a root cause, and that root cause is because somebody is doing the work of it for Kambale, and the work of satisfaction.
Yes, will of God.
Speaker, sir. Please come and ṣàlàyé to us and ever laugh wa. Say will of God only enough for me. Abi my will.
Àbí ẹ̀tọ́kọ̀ yín fẹ́.
Ẹni tí mo wí tí mo like.
Bí ọ̀nà Peter ṣe sọ.
Lady Deputy Speaker tó kárí.
Àbí bóyá bí Rutinda bí Honourable Tolu ṣe ń wá káàkiri just now. Ó ní
2 minutes more mo máa rí.
Honourable Tolu sọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀.
Honorables, let's listen attentively now.
Wisdom ti fẹ́ sọ̀kalẹ̀.
We are speaking wisdom to do what? Now, from the UK studio, I want you all to know that we have broken a lot of tables today. Everybody watching this talk show and this drama today, don't use anybody's marriage as your role model.
Break it, sir.
Break it, Baba.
Learn from marriages, but look unto God to help you in sustaining your marriage.
You're deep.
Guys, God did not impose anybody on me.
Yeah.
And
Hey, Baba.
I was not imposed on anybody. Therefore, hear this thin line. There is the will of God that man might not take as his will. Now, scripture stands clear. I know the thought that I have towards you. God still has thought for everybody. But the thought of God might not be what you want to do.
Amazing.
So, on the issue of marriage, God stopped imposing anybody on anybody after it seems as if he imposed Eve on Adam. But holistically, God has a thought and a plan for everyone. That's why we are coming back on this show very soon to do, does destiny exist and can destiny change? So, you that you know that Ayé agenda in the hand of God, will you consciously consult God when you are going to primary school, when you are going to secondary school, when you are going to choose a course, when you are going to relocate? The thought that I have towards you, God still has thought for everybody. But the thought of God might not be what you want to do. So, on the issue of marriage, God stopped imposing anybody on anybody after it seems as if he imposed Eve on Adam.
Yes, sir.
But holistically, God has a thought and a plan for everyone. That's why we are coming back on this show very soon to do, does destiny exist and can destiny change? So, you that you know that Ayé agenda in the hand of God, will you consciously consult God when you are going to primary school, when you are going to secondary school, when you are going to choose a course, when you are going to relocate? If your journey in life and decisions already has God's will in the clothes you wear, in the place you live, in the friends you keep, it will not be hard for you to know His will in the person you will marry. But the table that has to break today is that God's will is not imposition. God's will is not a force. So listen, my people. God has gifts in men and has treasures in women.
Find favor to find a wife.
So what does that mean? You know that you are ready to marry. He has given you the power of choice, but you intentionally still go to Him. God, I'm running off. I know you give me the right of choice, but help me to find. Buddy.
Help me to find. Help me to find.
I think this balances it. So you know that the ability to find is in you. You are fine. You are good. You have the money. You are qualified. But you are expecting favor at the end of the journey. No, start with favor. So I am saying people who are in the school of choice of, I don't need to hear God. Whatever you meet at the end of the journey, stop praying for favor in your marriage.
Please tell them.
Exactly.
Then those of you that you are claiming that it is God that speak before you go ahead. I beg you, if you are stupid, you will lose the favor.
Exactly, sir. Exactly. You know what?
This is the issue we have in the body of Christ today. Favorless findings and the stupid favored people.
Favorless findings, stupid favored people.
So some people are finding without favor. And some people find favor, but they are stupid with it. They find favor in saying that God spoke to them. Yes. And God speak to me is the next problem we have. Not everybody will hear. When I was calling Adiago, he didn't hear. But Adiago heard the voice of Adasa. Hear me. Sometimes you may not hear a voice like that, but the voice of the sister can be the voice of God. And for Honorable Peter, you heard clearly when I said Honorable Peter. Yes. For Honorable Peter, God helping you and leading you has not taken working out submission, compatibility, respect, dignity, fanning to flame of that woman has not taken over the responsibility from you.
Exactly. That's true.
As I close, one of the first stupidity we saw in the favored but stupid Adam is that he got the favor from God to get a wife, but he refused to keep and dress the woman as one of the people that he was supposed to protect in the garden. So everybody write it. You can lose favor on your wife. You can lose favor on your husband. Even if God vomited the wife or the husband from his mouth to give you. And what do they find anyhow? If they follow the line of God and favor, they can work out their salvations with fear and trembling. I close with this. It is better to find favorably and keep being responsible. And since you know that you can find, why don't you not assume that you can do it alone? Since God has not created a world where he is no longer responsible. So if God guided your NYSC, if God guided the course you are doing, why do you want to leave God out of your choosing, even though you know you have the power of choice? So I think I've answered your question. Those of you that asked that, why are some pastors divorced?
Thank you.
They lost favor over there. Can I drop this firework and we close? Are you ready? Are you ready? Emma for table. Can we go? If he helps you to find, he is not guaranteed to help you to keep.
ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ o.
Ọlọ́run finder lè máa ṣe Ọlọ́run keeper.
Ọlọ́run keeper.
Òun ni ò jẹ́ kí Ronaldo máa keep òun strike.
So if you, the grace that helps you to find, tó o bá sustain here, tó o dìímú, to get responsible, to guarantee keeping o. That is why Adam got the favor of finding, but he did not do his own responsibility in keeping. And in 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, he lost the wife to the serpent, and human race lost it. So that is why some of our fathers, Egbo, did not find the grace of finding, but they ran after the grace of keeping.
Yeah, exactly. Ṣàngó dé náà ti pàdé ara wọn, but wọ́n keep.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni o, but they recognize the God of keeping. But young people listening to this show, the grace for finding is available, the grace for keeping is available. Why boycott the two? But God's will is not imposition. God bless you. Amen. You guys, because you didn't do my Esther code, I am calling for an emergency out of opinion. I cannot allow anybody rule Nigeria. So on Thursday, let us come and discuss who can rule Nigeria. Ordinary Esther code me so POS boy Etijono Naira note is not available. So Jagaban, articulated Jagaban or Obi, who can rule Nigeria? Let my people begin to write on the chat box. Deputy Speaker, I summon everybody to report back here on Thursday by 6 p.m. as we argue. And summon Honorable Fari. Show travel out to me. I go travel or see push. Thank you very much. See you on Thursday. Bye for now.
I'm going to look for my will.
Come very back to the house by 7 p.m. WAT. Yes, that is West African time. And by 6 p.m. that is UK time, that is GMT. Alright, so let us see on Thursday. This Thursday as we discuss the Jagaban and articulated